Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome to episode 23 of Civilization Beyond Earth Rising Tide. We're 4 turns away from completing the Mind Flower, and then we should be able to see just how long it's going to take us to finish the game, as it were. We've almost finished that quest that we've had right from the very beginning, which was to find those, what were they called? Those 8... alien remains that are on the map. One thing that I have noticed, because there are 5 different biomes now, different types of map. This one is... Why have you been interrupted? Because someone's on your tile. There used to be 3 different types of biome. Now there are 5 different types of biome. This is the Lush Terran one. And the quest to find those 8 whatevers on the map vary by a biome. So this, the Lush Terran one has the alien remains. I did do a quick, I started a game on another...
Good AI prevents bad
Just trying to think what it was.
operators
Oh, go away.
We thrive.
I started another game on, just to mess around, on one of the other biomes, and that had like these alien artifacts, or just sort of alien bits of alien technology sticking out the ground. Quite interesting little concept to sort of vary things up a little bit. I did quite like that. Are we being recommended to get anything in particular? Mechatronics, left plan, optic surgery. They were always good for health, and crawlers. How do we get the Xenotitan? Let's have a Xenotitan. Alien evolution, or do we already have it? Alien evolution. Let's get the Xenotitan. I mean, we are playing Harmony after all. We've got to at least have a Xenotitan, even if we don't do anything with it. Still looking for aliens in the water that I can shoot? Can't find any. Disappointed. I wonder what we're going to get for doing this exploration quest thing. I mean, it's taken us a hell of a while to do it. We can actually complete it now, I think. Combat units may leash alien units. That's interesting, then. So now any unit can leash alien units. Very, very interesting. So instead of it just being explorers, I wonder if it's the same reward, then, on every single biome, or if it's a specific ability for each one. That's quite cool, though. So now any single unit I have, not just my explorers, can leash alien units. Definitely makes that worthwhile. I really want to get up towards this with my submarine, actually. 5% energy from field reactors, or well, we haven't built a single satellite in this campaign. Saying that, I haven't actually received any in drop pods. Well, there's one right at the start, the very first one we got, which was the energy one. But I haven't received another one since then, which is really, really weird. We could go ahead and build some of these things. Do we need to build xenofuel plants? Again, we could start working on some of these things. Let's go ahead and, just because we can, let's build a golem, because we haven't built one. So let's build one. You have finished the farm. You go down there and work on that farm. If you get your units out of my territory, then maybe I could actually go over there and do something useful. You have finished that. There is not really an awful lot left for you to do. I guess there is another site there you can go and get to. You're heading up to these ones, so that is fine. That's it. You have done your job. I don't have anything else for you to do. You are still looking for the elusive aliens, which we are not finding. So you could just go on to alert. We should be 2 turns away now from finishing the Mind Flower. And we've still got guys waiting for our direction. What are we going to do with you? Do we have anything left for you to do? I think we've uncovered all of the ones that we can. Not seeing anything else on the map. Of course, me not seeing it doesn't mean it isn't there. It just means that I'm not very observant. There is one up there. We'll see if you can get to it. It's going to be 16 turns. The game might even be over by then, or you'll get killed. One or the other. You were the one that was supposed to be heading over here. So let's keep moving it. So this should now be 1 turn until the Mind Flower is completed, if this turn actually ever resolves. Never did bother with oil. I always avoided linking up petroleum.
I stood
I always avoided hooking up petroleum because you used to get unhappiness from connecting it up. I'm not sure if you still do anymore now. Doesn't look like you do. I'm sure you used to get negative health from hooking up petroleum. So, what do we want to build over here? Quite a few things we could get built over here, to be honest. We built the mine flower. That is done. Actually, no, it wasn't the mine flower that we built. It was another wonder, wasn't it? What do we want to build over here then? Let's get the civil creche. So we finished this thing, the resurrection device. So global benefits from positive health levels increased by 50%. And we definitely have positive health. So we get extra science. Oh, minus 60% intrigue in your cities from hostile covert operations, which is fantastic. But plus 30% science in cities, culture, growth. Very, very good stuff. A lot of stuff here that we could get. Let's carry on and let's get an observatory. We don't really need the science. I'm just taking anything now. What did I go for last time? Was it this thing? Which leads to what? Plus 50% quantity from sources of strategic resources. Again, not really using them, so we don't really need that. Outpost growth, yeah, we won't be bothering with that. Build speed for tile improvements, not needed. What can we get here? Science from academy improvement. We don't have any academies. What can we get here? Production towards wonders. Plus 5 energy in the capital. Health from every trade unit. Yeah, let's go up from 45 to 49. Achievement unlocked for a few dollars more. Not sure what exactly we got that for, but we get a free affinity level. We've already maxed out harmony. Let's start going in purity, because that's our second highest level. Got a covert agent. This is the one here. And can we do something high level? No. Can recruit defectors. Let's give it a go. It's better doing the higher level ones where you can, because you actually get more intrigue against them. Still nothing for me to blow up yet, unfortunately. So now the Mind Flower should complete, be end of this turn. And then we'll see how many turns is left before we complete the game, because it's just a waiting game from that point. We just need to produce... There we go, we've completed the Mind Flower. Yeah, for the sake of all those who have sacrificed their lives so that we could survive, I will not let you erase humanity. So... He's lost all respect for us because he is a different affinity. So he's now lost all of his respect, but he still fears me. So he may not attack. So the victories have now been updated. So what we have to do now is prepare for the planet's awakening. Wait 35 turns. Build Mind Stem and Xeno Sanctuary buildings to hasten the growth. So we want Mind Stems and Xeno Sanctuaries. We've probably already built most of them. Let's have this on show. So we have a Xeno Sanctuary here. Doesn't look like we have a Mind Stem. Not that I can see. So let's build a Mind Stem. Fortunately, we have to hard build them. I don't think we can purchase them. No, you can't purchase the Mind Stems, which is unfortunate. You have a Xeno Sanctuary. Is it Xeno Sanctuary? Yeah, Transcendence Victory. And you have a Mind Stem. You have a Mind Stem and a Xeno Sanctuary. You have a Mind Stem and a Xeno Sanctuary. You have a Xeno Sanctuary and a Mind Stem. And we're back around here. So all of our... well, we're short one Mind Stem, but we're working on it. Yeah, we've already spoke to you about that. Oh, so I've actually just got to confirm it and go, yeah, okay, so what? That's why it kept bringing that back up. Deep Castle, let's go and work on the Terravolt and get some more culture. You can dig that up. So we really are now at a point where there isn't really much else that we can do. We've just got to wait 35 turns and it's game over. So that's going to be a little bit boring. Still going to see if we can find some more aliens. I want to complete that achievement, really. I'm a little bit worried now about making one more video. We know it's going to be sort of approximately 35 turns, and I don't really want to go all the way through 35 turns just to get a guaranteed win now, but I would like to see the game through to the end, and so I've already recorded 22 videos, so it would make sense to actually go through and get it finished. And you know, if people get bored of watching it after the first few episodes, then so be it. I've already recorded it, so it's no loss to me at this point. But we definitely won't be going above the 25 episodes anyway, which is good because I do want to be able to start working on XCOM as soon as it launches. And it's been some time, but when this channel first launched nearly 3.5 years ago, XCOM was pretty much one of the first, well, it was actually the very first video that appeared on the channel. That's going to take Supremacy this time, just to try and keep them sort of neck and neck as we level up. Not that it really matters. Sent you guys over here for no specific reason, it would appear. Either that or I did send you over there for something that has now disappeared. That's also quite a possibility. But I don't see anything else for you to get. I might just go ahead and disband some of these explorers. Let's go ahead and just delete you. What are we up to in terms of energy? Making 381 per turn, and we have 18,500 in the bank. That is quite a lot. 4 turns until we get Alien Evolutions, and we'll be able to build a Xenotitan just because they're, you know, interesting to build. And you're finishing off the aliens, that's fine. I wonder if there's a nest around somewhere. Yeah, just as I say, alien nest appears. Well, it's actually up here. Well, we can go and park on that one ourselves. I don't think they're going to get to it before me. They might do. You can go over there now then. You've still got expedition modules left, so that is fine. I like how there's still like a random improvement here where one of the cities was that got raised. There's probably an alien nest around here somewhere as well. I'm almost certain that there is. And see, look at all these resources that I just haven't found any real point to use. I mean, we're using some of our geothermal. We're using a fair bit of our xenomass because we have some harmony units. But most of the stuff we're not using at all, really. Quest decision. We can either have food from civil creches or worker speed. Well, we've upgraded most of our tiles, so let's just go with the food. And we've got workers on both of these tiles. You're going to build a fishery, and you are going to... Have we already constructed on that one? Minerals. Improved with a mine. Nice if it actually told you what the ideal thing was to build on them. You're going to work on that. Keep moving you up. So we know we've got some of these things around somewhere. Move you onto the hill. Still no alien nest. I was expecting one to be there. Another unit needs my orders. You did get on that tile, so you can go ahead and... yeah, so everything has the ability to leash aliens now. That is really, really interesting. Let's go ahead and just pillage that because we can. 50 out of 100 nests pillaged. There's halfway towards another achievement. Just put you on alert now. I think I just need 2 more alien units to be killed with the submarine. They don't even have to be water units, I've just remembered, because last time we actually killed a few on land. Got these guys up here, they're going to be a little bit of a pain. I'm not too sure where the submarine is in relation to them, but we'll take you out from the sea, nice and safely. Again, more science. It'll all go towards alien evolution. You guys can... Do you have no expedition modules left? You have no expedition modules left. Well, you're not any use to me then, are you? Let's get rid of you. So do we have... We should pretty much, I suppose, just stay close to the shore, because that's where we're most likely to see aliens. Or maybe even come over here and just shoot some of the ones that are on land. Try and find out where another alien nest is that we can take out. 500 more culture. Very good. And again, the AIs are still making peace with themselves. Look at that. Almost 20,000 energy. 51 health. 250 culture per turn. 167 diplomatic capital per turn. I mean, we can buy buildings and units with this stuff as well. And look how much of it we've got. So we can choose a production over here. As we don't have anything that we specifically need, let's get a Xenotitan. 19 turns. We should probably see it before the end of the game. We have our Xenotitan. We can actually upgrade this ugly looking thing already. We could, if we wanted to, actually get the hybrid one. What are the differences? I don't care what the differences are. Do they look any different? Not really. So I'm just going to pick one of them at random, because it's not like we're going to be using it for much. And then we need something right on the outer edge, I think. I want something that's going to take a while. So let's just go and click something random down here. What have we got there? Tectonic anvil. Let's just go and click something just so it'll queue up several things. Unit needing orders. That is a worker. You're going to go down there and build a farm. You have done your job. Got an alert. You have done your job. Now, did we see you've got expedition modules left, so you get yourself down there. Not seeing any aliens with you. Don't know why these things move so slowly. It's quite ridiculous. Well, definitely over 20,000 energy now. Ooh, hello. Another alien nest has been discovered. Right, there is one down there. Now, submarine's not terribly close by. Yeah, that's fine. Let's have even more diplomatic capital, because that's what we need. You can build the civil creche. You're going to build a farm. You have built that mine, so you can go down there and build another farm. Do we just want to keep away from you? We probably do, because you're quite nasty. I can't really get... I don't think I have a submarine close by. You're a submarine. Get up there to that alien nest. Maybe some stuff will spawn around the nest. I'm not going to pillage the nest. I want things to spawn from it. Of course, doesn't mean to say somebody else won't come and pillage the nest. That's entirely possible. Agreement cancelled. Not that it makes a lot of difference. He's still up there, coming for my unit. That is fine. Wow, a lot of stuff we can do here. We will start with the spying on the people and the stuff. Let's try and steal a tech. Deep Castle has built its Terravault. Got most of the useful things. We can just like work on random wonders, I suppose. Most of it isn't all that useful, if I'm quite honest. Which is why I don't tend to build most of them. So let's just build like torpedo batteries and junk like that we don't need. Terravault there. We can develop a virtue again. A new covert agent we don't really need. Production for manufacturers, don't even have any. We do want to sort of work down here though. Trade route sealed, more with your own cities, not using any of them, just picking stuff at random now. Quest decision, 10% food from nano pastures or energy. Let's go for the food because we don't have any problems with energy. We have a golem. Sure, there was a reason why I built that. Be a strange unit, we'll march it out there. You were going up here. Because we're going to try and shoot this thing if we can. You're just going to move down there a little bit. So if he moves over, we should be able to go and kill him with the submarine. We won't do a lot of damage to it. Might take a couple of shots. But we just need to kill 2 more things. And I say we won't pillage the nest. We won't park on top of it. Oh, you're actually backing off. That's interesting. So let's grab you. How close can we get you? What range do I have on you? You don't have the +1 range, sadly. We'll move you up to there. Might be able to get him on the next turn. You guys just sit still. And I'm just clicking through turns fairly quickly now because I just want to get to the end of the game, really, if I'm totally honest. It probably will end up being one more video. I think that's actually going to work out because that... Doing the math, that should take the video up until Thursday, and on Friday I should be starting doing XCOM. So... yeah, it works out. It's not ideal to have a series drag on if it gets a little bit boring. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bored playing this. I've been having a lot of fun. Sometimes it's nice. Have you finished what you were doing? Have we got anything else to upgrade? Probably not. Let's get rid of a worker. Sometimes it's nice once you've been playing Civilization on a higher difficulty level. Let's kill this thing first. Yeah, we need to kill one more thing. So sometimes when you've been playing on a high difficulty level, Civilization, it's nice to go back and play on an easier difficulty level. It just feels a little bit more relaxed. And I think that's one of the reasons why I was getting a little bit burnt out on Civilization 5. Because I've been playing it on such a high difficulty level, it's been sort of quite stressful and not quite so enjoyable. So being able to go back and play one on an easier difficulty level has been fun. It's been more interesting. And I say I'm not bored playing because I do play... Oh, wow, 2 nests. I do play quite passively, as you know. So I don't really mind playing a game and not going to war constantly. But that said, I can imagine that without the war, it does get a little bit boring to watch. Let's get rid of some of these explorers. There is our... whatever this thing is, our golem. That's a very weird-looking unit. Strange old thing, isn't it? So, unit needs orders. You are going to... Can you kill it? It says you can. I guess we do have quite a lot of modifiers against aliens. But yeah, achievement unlocked, silent service. We've got that. We'll go and clear those alien nests out on the next turn. How many more turns do we have remaining before we get the mind flower fully charged up? Let's have a quick look. It is going to be... We just click on it. It used to tell you somewhere. I was almost certain it used to give you the information if you clicked on the tile. And more importantly, why doesn't it? It really should. So I guess we have to go down here to the victories and look at the Transcendence victory. 25 more turns. So we'll have one more video and we'll basically just sort of... Well, let's get another turn done here. One more turn on this video is one less turn for the last video, I suppose. And we are only just over the 20-minute mark, so there's no need to end straight away. And I don't really want it to go on to the 25th video, if I'm honest. Veterancy gained, that is you. Well, I'm not surprised. Pick a bonus from the options of a straight upgrade and a straight upgrade. If I have to be honest, that is one of the things that I do still dislike about Beyond Earth. I dislike the fact that... Oh, you can move again, can you? I dislike the fact that when a unit gains veterancy, that your only options is to either pick a straight percentage-based... a straight percentage-based combat ability upgrade or heal instantly. And obviously you only have the heal instantly option if you aren't on full health. So I do quite miss the way it works in Civilization 5, where you had various different things you could choose from. That made it a lot more interesting. That said, of course, let's go for the culture. That said, of course, you do actually have the unit upgrade system based on affinities. So they haven't just sort of completely gotten rid of the mechanic. They have sort of changed the way it works. But in my honest opinion, I still think the upgrade unit stability in Civ 5 was more interesting. I don't really have an awful lot left for my workers to do, and I'm not building any cities, and I don't really want to have to keep micromanaging them, so I am just going to dismiss any workers that... just going to dismiss any workers that have nothing left to do. Looks like there's some large... Now, we know this guy doesn't like us. Maybe he's going to come down here and try and pick a fight on me. I mean, if he wants to, that's fine. I'm sure I can hold my own against him. But it'd be interesting to see what he does. Steel Tech failed and our agent was detected. See, I could just leash these units. I could have even leashed that Xenotitan if I'd have wanted to. Wasn't really an awful lot of point, but the option is we could have done it. You can't do it with the alien units, though. The alien units can't leash, which I guess makes sense. It'd be a little bit overpowered because you could... Obviously, the downside of leashing units is that you take some damage, but you could literally just chain leash aliens. Colossus Strike. Let's go for it. I've never actually managed any of these high level intrigue things. Again, I do feel like the way the intrigue system works in this game is a little... I won't say it's dumbed down compared to Civilization 5. I mean, in fact, there's a lot more that you can do with your spies in Beyond Earth than you could do with your spies in Civilization 5. But it just feels like while you can do more, you need to do less. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but, you know, using your spies in Civilization 5, you had to do it because stealing technology is a very important part of getting ahead of the AI in terms of your research. Performing coups and gaining influence with city-states is a very important way to weaken your allies, weaken your enemies so you can attack them to get the bonuses from the city-states. So there's a reason to want to do that. And then having your spies as diplomats in other cities is also very useful. So even though there's only really sort of 3 things that your spies can do in Civilization 5, they all really serve a purpose. They're very useful, and you should always be doing at least some of those things. Whereas in Beyond Earth, there's a lot more that the spies can do. But to be honest, I think a lot of the time you can pretty much just ignore it. Maybe that's different at high difficulty levels, and even though I've never played Beyond Earth on the highest difficulty level, it is supposed to be that the highest difficulty level in Beyond Earth is supposed to be about the same as Emperor or Immortal on Civ 5. So, in essence, Beyond Earth, not as difficult. Of course, that may have changed since they brought out the expansion. I don't know whether it's had any sort of balance patch or anything like that. But that is enough waffle. That is probably a very good time to end the video. We now have only... Where are we? See, nobody else is anywhere near getting the victory. We are so close. 19 more turns, so on the next video, it will be done. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you have been enjoying this series of Beyond Earth, and I'll see you on the next video. Until then, goodbye for now.